Oh, I got caught in a scandal. Cathedral voters disappointed. I should have known better than to trust Hawk, says anonymous voter. What is going on? Everybody, welcome to Political Animals. I'm your host for the evening, the Birdman. How appropriate, right? Falcon. This right here is a strategy sim campaign game. Really, really fun, really in-depth, oddly enough. It's got this whole, like, cartoony, caricature type of look to it. It's very silly when it comes to, like, the events and stuff like that. That being said, the actual gameplay and the mechanics themselves are actually really, really good. You have different options in this game. You can actually build your own campaign staff. They all have different type of abilities. You go up against another animal and you basically campaign against each other for the country of your choosing. And you have a chance to go about it in a smear campaign. You could be a scumbag if you want to. You could have a legit campaign. You can focus on different subject matters. All in the hopes of winning the districts over to vote for you in to the office. Very simple, very simplistic, really fun game. Let's get into this as soon as possible because it takes a while to set up. If you guys enjoy this again, I will let you know. Let me know in the comments and by leaving a like, and we might cover more of this going forward in the future. This comes out on November 2nd, so just a bit of a heads up for you. Let's go into start. The Hawk, but there's no goddamn Falcon. Anyway, I'm going to be going with the Hawk, I guess, just because, number one, we're both of the avian kind, so we should probably stick together. And number two, he looks like Fidel Castro or something, so that's fine. We'll just go with a dictator. So we'll go with Hawk over here. We get to choose ourselves, let's see, a trait. Positive and negative trait. You always have to pick one of each one. So with deep pockets, we get 25% more funds raised when we use that ability itself. We have good looking, and this will tell you up here what it does. So for instance, for good looking, because of your good looks, the animals of the island seem to think that you can do no wrong and usually overlook your mistakes. And I think that's actually pretty true. I am a very dashing looking bird, so that actually would fit me quite well. Maybe the deep pockets kind of offsets Wallflower a little bit, so we could probably come in with a neutral stance as opposed to like having like a negative trait. Kind of neutral anyway. And our special ability is going to be Blockade, block district for up to 5 turns. We could also do Threaten. Disable opponents or candidate staff for up to 5 turns. We have Hop, travel to an adjacent district. Oh, you could actually skip one. Because you could all hop in general, but I guess that gives you 1 extra jump. Report. I normally pick this one. Damages your opponent's reputation based on scandals. I like to run a really heavy smear campaign. Let's do people power. Increase your voters using logistics. Okay, we'll do that one right there. And let's go into next. And here we get to choose the country we want to, like, you know, have our campaign at. I'm going to go with Autumn Island. Does it look familiar to anybody? I don't know. It's a little bit familiar, I would say, right? We'll go with that one, and let's see. We'll go with the Cathedral. Population, 91,000. Education and public works going to be the big concerns here, it does seem, and our bonus is going to be gift results at 30%. Let's go next. And then over here, we choose what we want to invest in. We have 5 points. As we mentioned, education and health is actually quite high here. How is it? It's a 50-35 split, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot of them. So we could do, religion. Huh. I guess religion opens up a lot more than the other one would, huh? Employment and religion? You guys like that? We'll go with that one. Why not? So next it is. Now we get to choose our staff over here. I like to run it kind of dirty, as I mentioned, so we'll do agent. This guy lets you actually fabricate a scandal for an opponent in a district. So if you're losing a district, you basically have this guy make a scandal up, and then we follow it up with a reporter who will report the scandal after you create it. Very good combination. I like the names too. Grin Crow, Ratatonia. It's so good. And let's see, the third one, I normally go with not a lawyer, just so he can settle any scandals against us. But let's see. More rallying based on logistics. So we'll do that one right here. And you have to pay these guys daily. If you don't pay them daily, you can choose which one you'd rather pay, but whoever you don't pay actually don't take a turn next turn around. So we're going to start off with 150,000 funds. Now, for our opponent, it's going to be selected randomly. However, I like to go with unpredictable, just because I don't want to know what kind of campaign they'll be running, so it makes it a lot more fun for me. And we'll go with moderate difficulty. Campaign length will be 30 days, and the funds that both of us start off is 150,000. I think that works out quite well. Alrighty, player 1, day 1. And we're going up against, who are we going up against? Crocky, right? Crocky indeed. Cool. So let's see, right off the bat here, this is our district. Let's see, we have 91,000 of the people here following us. Nobody following that guy because that's obviously not his district, it's my district. His district is hanging out all the way back here, and he's got a ton more people than we do over here, so he picked a pretty good one, I gotta say. Let's go into open event. Traffic jam. While on the way to a charity event for young disabled athletes, you find yourself caught in a traffic jam. You're about to give up when a traffic enforcer recognizes you. Hey, I'm a very huge supporter of yours, you know that? I can help you get out of here just this once. What do you say? So, if I say I can't do it because I am a clean candidate, I would lose 20,000 reputation just because I won't make it to the event. Otherwise, I could say, yes, get me out of here. I will get the supporters I was going to get necessarily, but I also get a scandal because now people are under the impression, hey, Falcon's over there using his power to get, public or at least, special treatment and stuff like that. But if we do have a chance of wiping the scandal out, and we could also hope that the other campaign people don't come after us and actually, try to get that scandal out in the open. So we'll select that one right here. The traffic enforcer and his buddies made way for you to the inconvenience of the other drivers. You made it to the charity event, however, the traffic enforcer's actions also has made the evening news. That's okay. That's quite alright. We have an open scandal here, but I don't think it's going to affect us. We'll try to keep them out of here if we can. So, let's actually start up our first turn. We don't have to do much over here, but we can also pick up money for our campaign down the line. At the moment, he's got the lead. Crocky does have the lead. And let's see, we're focusing on, religion and education, if I'm right? Is that what it shows here? I think that was what it was. So over here we have, oh no, it's employment. So here at the airport, normally the airport has a lot of people that we could actually try to woo into our favor. There's 58,000 undecided voters here. We have 31,000 here. Let's see, okay, what's over here? I'm trying to go after something that we could definitely campaign people into our favor for. Oh, the casino is pretty good. I say we go after the casino right now. We have both platforms over here available to us. So, let's actually have Falcon. Falcon jump over here. And let's start off by doing... Oh, this doesn't cost any influence. That's amazing. Increases your reputation in a district with undecided voters by spending logistics. Oh, I get to choose how many I want to spend. So I can move undecided voters over to my favor instead. And the effect on that is based on how the patron effect is. Now, the patron's over here indicated by 71, meaning the patron in this area for logistics is at 71. If we click this over here, it'll tell us about these people. So the money patron is at 70. The logistic one is at 65, and the campaign one is at 71. To win a district over for yourself and not having to worry about voters down the line, you want to get 80% of the people in your favor and also 80% of the patrons in your favor. And that'll lock up a district. You don't have to worry much about that come election day as well. So that's kind of like the name of the game over here. It takes a while to set up, and I want to discuss it and explain it to you guys as well, so I apologize, it's a bit slower than usual, but I feel if I just start playing, you guys will be like, what the hell is he doing, if I don't really explain it. So, let's see. Let's start off over here by increase the reputation in the district. It may cause a scandal if we use a bribe. This will raise some funds. It'll give us 2,000, it does seem. I could gift money or whatever to the patrons to get a better support with them, and we can start campaigning. You know what? Let's do a campaign straight up to get people on our side with employment, because we do have a 4 on that. And oh, you know what? If we do that, it might be better to probably get this guy in our favor so we get more people on our side. So what I could do right now is actually have Do Turtle, bring that ass over here and gift a little bit of the old cashy cash to popular patron. So here I'm going to spend some cash to basically raise my relationship with this guy, which will give us more people on our side whenever we do campaigns. So we have 150,000 at the moment. Let's go ahead and do... The higher the number, the more people you get, obviously. So let's do maybe... Let's go up to a 90. So we'll spend almost $10,000 for that 90 boost. As you can see now, we have a 60% campaign boost for this one. And we could also pick money from our district whenever we're kind of low on that. So at the moment, let's actually have Hawkman do what I wanted to do now, which is going to be campaigning for employment. And now we have 60% boost. And And let's see. I'm gonna spend about 10,000 more in order to get either 4,000 up to 7,000 people on our side of the reputation. So let's see how this works out. That'll be from undecided workers and sometimes also the other campaign. Okay. And that gave us about pretty good. Pretty damn good. And more importantly, that used up our logistics. These are basically how many actions you could take in a single turn or a single day, essentially. So that costs us 3 right here. And you could also lower the amount of that based on the logistics patron. So if you want to sweet talk this guy, it'll cost you a lot less to do actions in this district itself. Okay, so we have 5 left over. I'm going to come back here and let's see if we could swap over to Green Crow. And let's see if you could actually get me some money here, because we have spent a little bit already. We'll get 10,000 from the 45,000 cap that they have here at the moment, so let's go ahead and say go. Oh, we actually got 19,000. Very good. And let's see, we'll go over to Ratatonia. At the moment, there's nothing to report, so I don't want to use a special ability, because we have no scandals on him. But we'll use Green Crow pretty soon to make a scandal on this guy. Maybe over here, because I want to win the casino area over. So that could be something useful. Lots of people over here as well, and they also have the employment platform for us. Okay. We might want to get that before Crocky makes his way over here, because he has a 6 and health, which is something really big over here as well. So how about Ratatonia? You start making your way over to here. And let's have people rally more points towards... I want employment to be a bigger issue here. So let's spend a little bit of money here to increase the interest, I guess, in employment. Very cool. And we have 3 points left over, but we're out of actions now, so we'll just go ahead and end our turn now. Now let's see what this guy does. Alrighty. Their action will be really, really fast, but you could always look into what they did. Oh, here we have to pay our staff. Again, if you don't pay them, you don't use them for that turn. You could select who you want to pay and who you don't want to pay. So now I want to use everybody. And this right here will tell you what happened last turn, because it'll run really fast, so you'll be like, what's happening? But if you open up the enemy report, it'll tell you everything they did on their side of the field. So, for instance, Honorado, the reporter, gifted. Everybody gifted here. And you, Crocky, did nothing. So I guess they spend all of their turns just gifting around. Getting in good favor with who? With the influential patron? This is going to be the money one? No, wait a minute. Bank Resort. Well, I don't know who you are. I think you might be the money one. You might be the popular patron one. I'm not sure. I guess I could always click over here and find out, though. Oh, no. Influential. Okay, I see. You could always click on the district as well and try to get a better idea. Alrighty, so for our turn over here, let's go ahead and do... Oh! I got caught in a scandal! Cathedral voters disappointed. I should have known better than to trust Hawk, says anonymous voter. So we lost a few people here. This was based on our district, you know, how we pay to, get to that event. So it does seem like we lost a few people and they went over to the undecided side now, which is a bit unfortunate. And also my patrons in my district turned on me a little bit too, which is no good. No good at all. If I had a lawyer, I could go ahead and just, swoop that scandal under the rug. But unfortunately, we didn't pick a lawyer this time around. And let's see. Crocky also made a deal with Capitolio. Okay. So it's back to us. Now then. We might use, Oh yeah, I wanted to cause a report and start doing a little bit of a smear campaign. So we use Green Crow to come over to here, the casino. And I want you to go ahead and fabricate... Actually, wait, before you fabricate, Turtle, do me a solid and see if you could gift the patron here for influence. Yeah, we'll go with this guy. Spend a little bit of money doing this, but I think it'll be helpful. That way it'll cost us less action points. We could win over the casino really fast. So maybe we bring this guy up to like... maybe like a 85. It's gonna cost us 10,000, but sure, you gotta spend some money to win districts here. So there we go. Now it's gonna cost us a lot less to mess around here in the casino as well. So now with Green Crow, fabricate a story for us. Now when you fabricate a story, it could also bite you in the ass. So as you can see here now, we have one active scandal on my part and his. My active scandal is going to be the fact that we fabricated a story, and they could actually expose it if they want to. So now I'm going to use Ratatonia now to come on down and report on said scandal. And I hope that those 5,000 people get lost right now from the other campaign. Oh, it's gonna be 5,000 reputation. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, so we have 5 logistics points left over, and we have only Hawk left over. So, Hawkman, let's see. I would like to... How we're doing here now? As you can see, the backing for the other campaign is very low, but there's a lot of undecided voters, which I do want to wing to my favor. So let's go ahead and... I could spend logistics for this one, since we have 5 points left over. How about we do that? Definitely. So, oh my goodness, God! No way! So by spending logistics points, I could get this met. Wow, that's a really good power, good ability. Yeah, go for it. Very good. How many was that? Very nice. Okay. And we're basically done with our turns. Let's go ahead and end it. Oh, wait a second. Hawk leads the casino? Hawk's influential in casino. Oh, man, we're about to take this place, baby. End turn. What do you got? What do you got for me, huh? Don't be dancing over the rat, man. Okay, let's see what happened here. Player 3. Yes, we'll pay everybody here at the moment. We'll probably go back to our district and pick up some money pretty soon. Enemy report. Let's see. You raised some funds over at the Capitolio. You gifted over at the bank. And you're at 100, influence here with the influential patrons, huh? That's not too good. And you raised some funds over at Capitolio, which is your capital indeed. Let's see. We also have an event over here. Your campaign manager has acquired evidence that a close relative of your opponent is suffering from a mental illness. But what do you want to do with it? Send it over to our friends in the media. They'll love it. That'll lose a lot of opponent reputation here. And we'll also lose patron relationship. However, this is only good if obviously they have a huge lead. But they have like no influence hero anymore. So I think we skip that one and we go and get the extra point of influence. Absolutely. Not because I'm a good person, just because the other one doesn't really benefit me too much. So, I'm a scumbag when it comes to this campaign running, man. Alright, so that's good. I want to take over this area. Now, in order to take over this area, you have to have 80% of the voters on your side, undecided as well, and also 80% of the patrons. So, how far are we from that? We need to woo the wealthy patron here a little bit more and get a couple more people on our side that are undecided. So, what I could do here is let's actually use that turtle. Actually, not just yet. I'm going to say no more fabrications for now. I need you to probably start gifting a little bit of cash over to our wealthy friend over here. So, we'll do like maybe 20. That'll bring it up to 90. Very nice. And now all we need is a couple more undecided voters. So, let's go over to Ratatonia first. We have 10 points left over still. Ratatonia, let's have you go ahead and... Let's have you... we could raise the support of employment, so we have more people come in that way. I guess we'll do that. Yeah. So, if we could probably push this... We're spending a lot of money, though. You know what? Let's just campaign regularly. We're spending a little bit too much money here. So, let's go after, obviously, employment. 7,000. This will be reputation 1935. I almost feel like we just use our people power and try to win people over that way. Just use our points up with that. Because we'd use the turtle and the hawk for 5. Ratatonia could just skip a turn. So for instance, hawk could just go to people power and do, I don't know, 5 points. Or 4 points for 11 to 12. That would be very, very useful. There it is! That's all we needed to do. We have now taken over the casino district, so now we don't have to necessarily spend too much time here in order to keep our voters, because once you start going to different places to campaign a bit more, you start losing support in other places. You don't visit it as often, so people are like, hey, Falcon forgot about me or whatever. So now that we have the district in our control, we could leave it alone and not worry too much about it, and we also have good money coming in from there, etc., etc. So I think we're out of time, guys. As I mentioned, it's a game that takes a while to set up. Really fun. If you would like to see some more, do let me know, and I'll do another couple of episodes here. This comes out on November 2nd. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.